Hello Nidorinas and Nidorinos, and welcome to Hearthome City, where the Malie Draconids are challenging the Hearthome Haunts. Malie Draconids starting out with Drampo and Dracofish. Drampo having been in the past two matches for the Draconids. Cursor and Dragapult starting out for the Hearthome Haunts. Dragapult having a very impressive showing in the first ever Elite Challenge League match. Cursor making its ECL debut today. Let us know in the comments below who you think is going to win today's battle. And Dragapult immediately starts out with a Volt Switch, hitting Dracofish, so it's continuing its offensive storm that goes back into the party. So new Pokemon Gourgeist will come out to the Hearthome Haunts. But as I was saying, let us know in the comments below who you think will win today's battle, the Hearthome Haunts or the Malie Draconids. X-Scissor now coming from Dracofish, targeting Gourgeist. Not going to do a great deal of damage. Drampo now going in for the Draconids. Comes in with a Dragon Claw. This would have been super effective on Dragapult, so thankfully went back to the party. Again, going after Gourgeist. Cursor now coming in with the Crush Grip. And goes for Drampa. Decent amount of damage. Drampa with that Berserker will increase its special attack when it goes below 50%. As always, 6-on-6 Metronome battle. If we go to the 20-minute time limit, we will go into single battle overtime. And a Grassy Glide now coming from Dracofish, hitting Gourgeist, not very effective on the grass type Pokemon. Gourgeist now looking to respond. Goes with the Ice Shard. This will be super effective on the Dragon type. And goes for Drampa. Good hit. It's super effective. And that Berserk now takes effect for Drampa. Hopefully it can make the most of that special attack, which usually sits at an impressive 135. So a boost helps it even more. Getting that clear Smog now from Drampa. Going for Cursor. Not very effective though. Cursor's stat changes, not that any had happened, would have been removed. Cursor now going with the Whirlpool. Dracofish with the Water Absorb, so it gets that HP restoration. Both teams coming off a loss last week, so they're both 1-1. Hearthome Haunts sitting 6th on the ladder, and Draconid sitting 7th. Dracofish goes with the Flame Wheel. If this goes for Gourgeist, it could finish it. But instead goes with Cursor and activates that Perish Body, so both Cursor and Dracofish will faint in the next 3 turns. Dracofish is going to want to make the most of that. We get a Seismic Toss now from Gourgeist. Going for Dracofish. Big hit. Still though, Dracofish more than 50% of its HP remaining. It would have been super effective on Drampa. Goes with the Flatter onto Cursor, so Cursor's special attack will rise, but Cursor is now confused. Cursor doesn't shake off the confusion either, and instead hurts itself. Dracofish and Cursor's Perish count will fall to 3, so they've got 3 turns left. As always, in the description below, we also have a link to the Google Doc containing the ladder and the fixture, as well as the Instagram page that will provide updates. We get a Prismatic Laser coming from Dracofish. This is going to hit hard. And it goes for Gourgeist, and Gourgeist has been eliminated by Dracofish. Brilliant start for the Malie Draconids, taking out the first Pokemon from the Hearthome Haunts. Drampa now is going to look to finish off Cursor. Instead goes with a Swallow, but unfortunately it fails. Cursor needs to shake off this confusion, but it doesn't, and it knocks itself out. So that's 2 Pokemon gone from the Hearthome Haunts. Just like that, we're going to have Dragapult coming back onto the field, and Dracofish's Perish count does fall to 2, and Dust Noir will also come out for the Hearthome Haunts. So Dragapult being the fastest Pokemon in the ECL is definitely going to go first, and Dust Noir's Frisk lets us know that the Pokemon are holding the Leopard Berries, as they always do in the Elite Challenge League. Dragapult's also got that very impressive 120 base attack and 100 special attack, so it's fast and hits hard, but instead just goes with a defend order, so instead of going with a physical attack, it will just defend itself. Boosting that defense and special defense. Dust Noir will be going second. Not that it's got the greatest speed of only 45, but it's quicker than the other 2 Pokemon. Goes with a Tar Shot on the Drampa, so it will lower Drampa's speed and make it weaker to fire attacks. Drampa looking to respond. Goes with a Memento, so Drampa's just going to take itself straight out of the battle now. It's going to look to lower Dragapult's special attack in the process. Sorry, it's attack and special attack. But Drampa has eliminated itself as first Pokemon gone from the Malie Draconids. And Dracofish only has 1 more turn after this. Goodra now making its debut in the Elite Challenge League, the pseudo legendary. The only other the only team in all the ECL to have 2 pseudo-legendaries are the Malie Draconids. They also have Dragonite, who is also yet to make its debut. Get an expanding force now from Dragapult, and it goes straight for Goodra. Doesn't do a great deal of damage, but it gets that critical hit just to add that little bit more. Goodra having that very impressive special defense of 150, goes with the Thunder Fang, and will target Dusknoir. Dracovish now goes with a Petal Blizzard, but Goodra's Sap Sipper will rise its attack, and this will attack both Dusknoir and Dragapult. It's a very impressive move to use by Dracovish on its last turn in this battle. Meteor Mash now coming from Dusknoir. Going straight for Goodra. Goodra being targeted twice in this turn, and Dracovish's Perish count has fallen to 0, so Dracovish has been eliminated. So it's 2 Pokemon lost from both sides of the field. 4th Pokemon now coming out for the Draconids, and it's Altaria. Altaria coming onto the field with that 105 special defense and 80 speed. Dragapult going with the Dragon Dance, so it's going to boost its stats. Hopefully it can make the most of that. Very intimidating to have one of the most powerful Pokemon in all the Elite Challenge League. Altaria now. Going with a Boom Burst, but it doesn't affect Dragapult or Dusknoir due to them being Ghost type, but it will hit its teammate Goodra, taking it down into the red. Hearthome Horn's fortunate to be immune to all normal and fighting type attacks. Dusknoir now with a potential to finish off Goodra, but instead goes with a Leer. And it goes for Goodra, so it will lower Goodra's defense. It will also lower Altaria's defense, so it hits both Pokemon on the opposing side. Dusknoir having defense and special defense of 135 as well as 100 attack. So both Pokemon on the Hearthome Horn side of the field can do some great damage to the opposing team. Happy Hour now being celebrated by Dragapult. Goodra goes with a Stockpile. It'll Stockpile 1 first time it's used at this battle. Boosting those defenses and special defenses. Altaria now having the same speed as Goodra, so they will probably rotate turns on who goes first, and goes with a Roar. Goes with Dragapult, so to send Dragapult back to the party, and the 5th Pokemon will come out, and it's Gengar. Looking to have a more impressive showing than it did last week against the Verbank Venom. Steel Roller now coming from Dusknoir, but it unfortunately fails. So Dragapult's actually gone back into the party twice so far in this battle. Gengar now being the quickest on the field with that 110 speed. 2nd quickest Pokemon in all of the Hearthome Horns, and goes with a Shadow Punch. It'll get that stab boost, doing a decent amount of damage to Altaria. Altaria now with a Phantom Force. It's going to vanish from the field. It's going to get a super effective hit on either Dusknoir or Gengar in the next move. Gengar being weak, Ghost types being weak to their own typing. Hazard, Dragon types. Altaria avoids the attack. Goodra's attack will rise. Dusknoir now is going to want to target Goodra and get it off the field, but instead goes with the Imprison. This will prevent the opposing side from using the Metronome in the coming turn, so they're just going to struggle and attack themselves. They're going to struggle, attack the opponent, and recoil damage to themselves. Bulldoze now from Gengar. Altaria avoids the attack, and Goodra just holds on, just a little bit of HP remaining. Dusknoir's speed and Goodra's speed will both be lowered. Altaria now with that Phantom Force goes for Gengar, and a very impressive hit. Gengar thankfully holds on for the Hearthome Haunts, but with its cursed body, Phantom Force will be disabled. Goodra now uses the struggle, goes for Dusknoir. Very big hit, but Dusknoir also holds on, but Goodra won't, and Goodra has been eliminated by the recoil damage. Dusknoir now is going to look to target Altaria, and goes with a Skull Bash, so it's going to boost its defense and look to hit on the next turn. Just has to survive any incoming attacks in that time. 5th Pokemon now coming out for the Malie Draconids. And it's Flapple. Grass Dragon type. Flapple coming in with that 110 attack, so it has the potential to finish off the opposing Pokemon. Gengar, though, still with the speed advantage, and it goes with the Swift, so it's going to hit both opposing Pokemon, taking Altaria down below 50%. Altaria is going to struggle as well, and Altaria finishes off Gengar with the struggle. Gengar has been eliminated. Altaria is going to get some decent recoil damage on that as well. Flapple, also suffering from the Torment, will finish off Dusknoll with its struggle. So that's 2 Pokemon in the one turn gone from the Hearthome Haunts. So we have Poltegeist now coming on for the Hearthome Haunts, and Dragapult is coming back onto the field for the 3rd time in this battle. Dragapult's going to want to hope to use that speed to help the Hearthome Haunts right now. Dragapult going first. And it goes with a Dynamic Punch, but Altaria avoids the move. Altaria now goes with Ingrain, so it's actually going to be able to get hit by ground type moves now. But it will restore HP in between moves. Flapple goes with a Liquidation, the water type move. Goes straight for Poltegeist. Getting a decent amount of damage, taking Poltegeist immediately below 50%, surprising as Poltegeist has that special defense of 114. We get a Volt Switch now from Poltegeist. It's not very effective on Flapple, but it will take it below 50%. And Volt Switch will normally send a Pokemon back into the party, as we saw with Dragapult earlier, but it doesn't this time because there's nobody left for the Hearthome Haunts. Dragapult now, with a Misty Explosion, Dragapult's going to take itself out of the battle. This is going to be super effective on the Malie Draconids, though. This could have big implications. And it will eliminate both Altaria and Flapple and Dragapult. So all 3 Dragon Pokemon currently on the field have been eliminated. Flapple suffering the super effective move, Altaria suffering from the super effective move. So it's a 1v1 Hearthome Haunts and the Malie Draconids. Poltergeist hopefully won't take itself out with this move. And it doesn't. It goes with a Laser Focus, which is perfect. It will hit whatever the next move is. So if it can come out with something like a Fissure or a Horndrill, it will land on the opposing Pokemon. And that 6th Pokemon for the Malie Draconids is Tyrantrum, with a fossil Pokemon, Rock Dragon type. Tyrantrum's got that very impressive attack and defense, 121, 119 respectively. So it's a very physical Pokemon. And it goes with a Horndrill, which we just mentioned, but it doesn't affect Poltegeist being a Ghost type. Poltegeist now is looking to make the most of its special attack of 134, and it goes with the Ancient Power, hitting Tyrantrum, immediately getting a critical hit and taking Tyrantrum below 50%, so it is anybody's game here. Tyrantrum is going to want to hit a physical move that isn't fighting or normal. It goes with an Anchor Shot. This has the potential to finish it. We will find out in a second. And it does! Poltegeist has been eliminated. Tyrantrum has won it for the Malie Draconids. The Hearthome Haunts have lost at the finish line. Malie Draconids getting that much needed win, unfortunately, extending Hearthome Haunts to 2 losses in a row. Amazingly, Malie Draconids starting out getting the first 2 eliminations, which is exactly what they needed, but Hearthome Haunts were able to bring it back. Drampa eliminating itself from the battle, and even getting those struggles in. Unbelievable back and forth. Hearthome Haunts very close in this race to win. Hopefully next week when they go to Fortree City, they can beat the Fortree Flyers. We will find out then. Whereas the Malie Draconids want to continue and build momentum off this win when they face the very impressive so far Cinnabar Flare in Malie. Gengar suffering that elimination. Those struggles actually benefiting the Malie Draconids, even with that recoil damage. That Misty Explosion though, just unbelievable. Made it anybody's game to win. Unfortunately though, for the Hearthome Haunts, Tyrantrum was able to make the most of it and take out Poltegeist. But Nidorinos, let us know in the comments below who you thought was the best on field. For me, that was a really good battle. Could have been anyone's at the end, but Tyrantrum with that wonderful Anchor Shot finishing off Poltegeist. Even with Poltegeist having a very impressive special defense of 114, just couldn't survive. But always remember guys, you're awesome. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will speak to you next time.